If you put the woman on the cars part, it's the worst thing for women.
You don't feel like safe.
Kind of?
Yes, I think so. Yeah,
It's true.
Yes, we are. In relationships, I think we are like possessive and like, what are you doing? What are you talking with him?
Screaming at each other, getting mad. We're like so passionate about our feelings.
We like drama for everything. Like
You like drama. I don't like drama. I just avoid it.
Dating with people from here, it's like, why you are so dramatic?
Can you name any telenovelas that you've watched?
María Mercedes, María del Barrio.
Marimar, any Maria.
We had this like teenager telenovelas, and I used to like hide from my mom to watch them because I wasn't allowed.
I know.
Because
They were so
everyone was,
popular.
yeah.
Abrázame muy fuerte, amor. Manténme
So
a tu
she watches
lado.
all of them.
Yeah.
No, for me, I don't even want to go to the United States.
Well, we're here, so
We're in Canada, so
Yeah, we grow with the American dream, and like you are successful if you go there, and you're gonna do a lot of money to send to your family.
It's like a kind of dream, like, you know, pass the border and the coyote.
obviously like the better life, and everyone wants to go to the north.
before it was only the US. Like everyone thought about the US the only option. Now, well, we're in Canada, or people can go to Europe or something like that.
It was never my dream to come here, but to the United States. We're like very passionate with our culture. We never want to leave our home, I guess.
Yeah.
I want to cry now. I knew you were going to ask that.
Yes, that's super true.
Yeah,
Yes.
most of them.
We grew up that way as well. Oh, the guy has to do this and all the heavy stuff, like the heavy duty at home.
Women are machistas too. The mom's like, no. If you are a guy, your woman needs to give you the food, make all the cleaning and everything.
I remember my mom, even when I was younger, saying like, oh, you're not allowed to come back home at like after 1 a.m., right? And my brother can stay outside like all day long, or he can bring his girlfriend inside the house like all the hours that he wants. But for me, it was always like very restrictive. It was always like, what is people gonna think if you do that?
I'm always trying to be a guy. The guys there, they have more opportunities. Even for a drive, a car, it's like you are a girl. It's like no, you can't do it.
Well, I think the economical classes in Mexico are pretty defined. So unfortunately, once you reach out like the middle class and below that, the stereotypes are very hardcore, like defined.
Women are like, I need to be like pretty, want to be married because it's like successful to be a woman. If you get married like 25.
My brother's generation, like, and our generation, I think it's getting better. I see with my brother that he's a dad now, and he's like so hands-on with my nephew. And I'm like, I don't remember like my dad doing any of that with us.
But it's changing. Thanks God it's changing. So little by little, step by step, we're gonna get there, right?
I mean, I think they're more romantic in a way. Like compared to
Yeah.
Canadians, for example, Canadians I feel sometimes are colder.
Now the things change, but yeah, I think it's like a flowers or a gift or
Pay
open
the
the door, pay the dinner.
That's
like,
very important.
Like inviting her like anywhere for tacos, for good food. You just give your 100% to the woman.
Well, you even have a heart on your shirt, so it
Yeah.
must be true, right?
It's true.
Even though you're like 30 something, like they will do a thing about the asking and everything. They're a bit more traditional and romantic and kind of cheesy there.
They invited you to the cinema, go for a torta or a tamal. Well, in my case, right?
Sometimes some men will, just to ask you to be their girlfriend, they will like bring mariachis and
Yeah.
flowers and balloons, like just to be their girlfriend.
The thing is very important is like when you walk on the
streets.
street,
Yeah.
you need to walk on the part of the cars, because if you put the woman on the cars part, it's the worst thing for women.
You don't feel like safe.
It's very cheesy, but it's definitely like something that I see on Instagram stuff from people my age, and I'm like, okay, maybe the balloons and everything was a bit much, but I will like the question.
That one hurts my feelings.
Yeah.
Every time.
I kind of hate that when people like in the environment with old men like, oh, you're Mexican, do you have some? Do you have some? Like, come on, I don't have right now. Later on, yeah.
It is something funny because when people say, oh, you're Mexican, I was Narcos.
And then when Narcos Mexico started, everyone was talking to me about it, and I'm like, you're telling me like they're my cousins or something? Like, I don't know.
We are not narcos. We are not drug dealers. We are a hardworking people.
We gotta erase that from our culture because we're not all drug dealers. Unfortunately, it's terrible the crime that we have to go through there, but that doesn't define our culture. I think there's so many other things that define us, like our music, our food, our archaeology, and our history, and that's what people should be focusing on. I knew that was gonna be asked.
I love
I love
spicy
spices.
food. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Everything
spicy
has
food.
to have like
Yeah.
any chili or any spicy.
Candies,
we have
spicy candies.
All they know for candy is like chocolates and stuff like that. And for us, like candy is spicy.
We like beer with spice. We like food with spice. We like fruit with spice. We really like the spicy things.
Everything has to have some type of salsa.
Corn, chips, nuts.
Cucumbers.
One that I was used to eat all the time was Valentina sauce, and that's the one that like made my stomach like go insane, because I would just put it on everything, right?
People think like all the Mexican food are spicy, but not. We put the sauces on the side, and the food it's mild.
We have like green salsa or red salsa.
We have different levels of spice. Like we have the habanero.
And no Tabasco. No Tabasco.
If you're Mexican, where you are tall, you look like Middle Eastern or something. Like, yes, we have tall people in Mexico. We can be like light skin, dark skin. Like we have a all of kind of people in Mexico. Not just like the tiny ones with the sombrero.
Drug dealer part, like I just hate it. Overwhelmed with that. I'm like fed up. Like we're not narcos. We don't do drugs. We don't even do drugs. Most of the population back home.
People think that the touristy areas are all we have. I'm from a city 3 hours away from Cancun and all that area, and nobody knows about it. A lot of people think that we only have like Cancun and Maya Rivera and like Cabo.
I love Mexico. I love Cancun.
Oh, like, yeah, Cancun is like the real Mexico, and the food in the resort. They're like, yeah.
That's not Mexico. That's the states in Mexico. If you go with the real people in Mexico, we are really friendly. You can come to our place. The mom is gonna prepare a good food for you.
Every time you go, like you can tell that people always like giving you the hand, like helping you, like feeding you, giving you drinks. Like it's always a party in Mexico. Just forget about all the drug dealers and all politics stuff. Mexico is, I think, the best. For me, it's the best.
A huevo.
La tierra morena, cielito lindo, viene bajando.
Un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ay, 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 ay.
Canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegra, cielito lindo, los corazones.